Hello, I'm Fiddlin' Johnny, and this is my fiddle channel, and I do the occasional magic review. Alright, boy, that was kind of a mellow song to kick this one off. Of course, I think you probably all recognize that one because that is Over the Rainbow from The Wizard of Oz. So, anyway, this is going to be a long video I sense today. I love that song because I also love this product that I'm reviewing this week. It is Mark Elsdon, just Elsdon. It's a 3 unbelievable routines, and it is truly unbelievable. Way over the rainbow. Awesome stuff. I am in love with this product. Maybe I should have waited to the end to tell you that. So at any rate, stick around and I'm going to get into the details of this review. All right, I'll see you shortly. Want to start off by saying thank you for watching these videos. I really appreciate that you keep coming back and checking these out. If it's your first time here, I hope you find these really valuable. So today we're going to get into this new product. It is Mark Elsdon's product called Elsdon, except he's got a 3 in there because this is 3 unbelievable routines. I'm going to stop right now and tell you a little bit of something. I'm going to ramble today. And I'm going to ramble because I freaking love this product. And what you should know about me, I probably perform more Mark Elsdon's routines on a professional level than I do from probably just about anybody else. I find I get the strongest reactions from the things that I've purchased through Mark Elsdon. And with that said, that is because I think it really fits my character and my style really well. I don't know if this will fit your character and style very well, but I'm going to say right on the front, if you're just curious about this and you respect my opinion, you think, oh yeah, Fiddlin' Johnny does a good job, I said go buy it now. You don't even need to bother watching the rest of the video. But of course, you probably should stick around to see what are the routines that are in this video or in this product and know if it really fits for you. So, let's not waste a lot of time because I'll probably waste it a lot later. Let's go over what are the routines. So the very first routine is called Nyc Opener, and it is an open prediction type of an effect. What happens is the performer will pull out a deck of cards and a Sharpie and a Post-it notes. And on the Post-it notes, the performer is going to write an open prediction. He gives 2 full uncut performances of this, so fantastic, showing it for 4 spectators and for 2 spectators, which I really appreciated because they're uncut performances. You get to see how he does it in 2 different types of scenarios and the subtleties and the difference between performing for just 2 people versus 4 people. At any rate, in the main part that he spends most of the time with is with the 4 folks, and 3 of the participants get to see what the open prediction is. The 4th person does not. And that's because the 4th person is going to, from the performer, is going to spread the cards, put their finger on one single card, and that is the chosen card. And as it turns out, of course, it is revealed on the back of the box that that was the predicted card. Pretty exciting. It then goes into a second phase, and in the second phase the performer will go ahead and write down another prediction, but this time the performer is not going to reveal what that prediction is. Again, they will go ahead and use the same card. In this example, let's use it as the 6 of diamonds. The 6 of diamonds is thrown into the middle of the pack and is lost in the middle of the pack. And then, of course, the deck of cards is handed to one of the spectators. They are asked how many cards are in a deck, and they'll say 52 cards are in the deck, and then the performer asks them to start counting the cards one by one down onto the table. It looks like it's going to be an A-can type of a routine, and that once they come to the 6 of diamonds, because it's done open face so you can see each card as it's going down, that once you get to the 6 of diamonds, the number will be revealed that it would have been in that position. As it turns out, there are only 51 cards in the deck rather than 52 cards. So the chosen card has now miraculously disappeared from the deck. they are asked, the spectator, to turn over the card box with the open prediction, and it says inside, and from there they go ahead and they open up the card box, and there inside is the 6 of diamonds, the chosen card. Which is pretty amazing, because the way it is set up is that the performer never goes near the card box, doesn't touch the card box. It is really pretty well out of play, but on the table that you're performing. And it is pretty amazing because it is done in the hands of the spectator, counting all the cards down, and there is 1 card less in that deck. So really cool, very powerful. How easy is it to perform? Super easy. It's a beginner. A beginner can do this, and there's no sleight of hand involved in it at all. It does include gimmicks. This is the only one of the 3 routines that includes gimmicks. So let me show you what you get. You're going to get 3 postcards. They look exactly like this, the postcards, except this has my gimmicks on the postcard. So anyway, you're going to get 2 for this one. You're going to get 2 bicycle-backed gimmicked cards. They're great because they're bicycle cards, and they're good, high-quality cards, and any magician probably already has these cards, but there's things that are unique about them. So you get 2 gimmick cards as part of this routine, but again, no sleight of hand, beginner level in terms of performance, because there's no sleight of hand involved here. Anyway, really great routine. That is the first routine, and I really like the fact that part of it really does happen in the spectator's hands, and really pulls in the spectators. I think Mark does a great job about including his spectators in his routines. So let's see, there's 2 gimmicks, I talked about that. Oh, he does teach 2 versions. So, and I'll take it back a little bit. He does teach one version that includes a sleight in it, but he also teaches a second, the exact same version without sleights used to produce the exact same effect. He strongly suggests, of course, using the sleight of hand. He thinks it plays just a little bit bigger, but it doesn't matter. You can do either version, one with sleight of hand version or one without a sleight of version. Sleights. There, sleight of hand. Okay, and then on the, I would add that there are no angle issues on this, other than you wouldn't want to have somebody directly standing behind you, but I think that's easy peasy on this one. All right, who's going to like it? Mentalists, I think, because it is an open prediction type of an effect, and anybody who does card magic, it's a great card magician type of routine. And if you're doing close-up or parlor, I think it plays just fine. All right, let's go into the second one. The second one is Strange Oblique. And Strange Oblique is sort of a classic within, I don't know if it's quite mentalism or not, but in essence, here's what the routine is. The routine is, at least the way Mark does it, but you could use any object. He performs it with 5 people, 5 or 6 people. Yeah, he says you can perform it with 5 or 6 people. And let me talk a little bit first about the video length on this one. This one's 20 minutes in length, so you'll learn everything within 20 minutes. The effect is that Mark pulls out change from his pocket, and there's 1 coin in there that's the largest coin. So if you're in the United States, let's say it's a 50 cents coin, that would be the largest coin, and all the other coins would be smaller. You give 1 person in the group the coins, and they will decide who gets which coin. The person who ends up with the largest coin is going to be the person who is the truth teller. The performer leaves the room while the coins are handed out, and when it comes back, each person knows what coin they have. And if there's only 1 person who is the truth teller, and that's the person with the largest coin. Everybody else who has a smaller denomination coin or a smaller size coin, they are liars. And what happens is the performer will ask a series of questions that are funny and entertaining, and at the end you will be able to divine, or the performer will be able to divine, who is the truth teller. It's a great routine because I think Mark 1 will teach you the principle and how it works. There's nothing extra that you need. you literally could do it with any object, so it's impromptu, anytime, any place type of a routine. No gaffes, no electronics, and you will always be able to, using the method, know who is the truth teller. So again, it's another routine that's great to pull in all of your participants. They are actively involved, and I think the routine plays really big. I think for you as a performer, there's a lot of room in this routine to decide how you want to play it, whether you're someone who spends a lot of time doing muscle reading and how people can lie. You are a Sherlock Holmes deductionist, and you can deduce based upon how people respond to the questions, whether they're lying or telling the truth. So there's a lot of ways to be able to explain it, or to be able to play it as a performer from once you learn the method. Anyway, super strong, super powerful. You'll always be able to tell who is the truth teller. And then the final routine is really the pièce de résistance. Okay, obviously I don't speak French, but a great routine. And so it is called Limelight. And this is where you get the most instruction. It's an hour and 8 minutes. It's almost an hour and 9 minutes worth of instruction. The effect is, it's called Limelight because it's done in a casual setting. He usually uses it, he says, like sort of jazz, like after a gig maybe, or where he's got a smaller group of people and performing in a more intimate and casual type of a setting. I think you could do it in larger types of settings personally, but that's where he sort of liked to perform it, and he felt like he can jazz a little bit on it. But here's what the effect is. It's a 5-phase routine. It usually takes probably close to 10 minutes, or at least that's about how long I think it would take me in terms of doing this routine. So what happens is one person is chosen within the Spectator group, and he performs it on the video for 4 people in the routine. And one person is given a secret, and they become sort of the accomplice. They're not an instant stooge, they're really an accomplice. And they're not stooged because they don't know what the secret is or how it works, and they don't have to lie. They simply have to do what the performer tells them. So they are taken to the side, given a secret, they come back, and then essentially the performer spread the cards. Card is chosen randomly, and it is really chosen truly at random. It is truly a free choice. And then the card is cut back into the deck, and the accomplice is able to cut the deck essentially and have placed on top the spectator's freely chosen card. This is done 3 times. It's ramped up a little bit each time, and it's pretty amazing. And then in phase 3, the routine changes a little bit, and it's riffled. The spectator is told to say stop, and when they say stop, the accomplice is able to look at all of the cards face up and divine which one was the card that the stop happened at, that was chosen. And again, it's a free choice in this process. Phase 4, spectator cuts cards, and the accomplice, so the cards are cut by the spectators, and the accomplice is able to divine the exactly which card they cut to. And what's unique about that phase of it is that when the spectator cuts the cards, and they do cut the cards, the spectator does not look at what the card is that they've cut to, and yet the accomplice is able to divine which card was cut to. The nice thing about this is that the accomplice has no idea how it works. They just know, based upon the secret that's told to them, which card that's being cut, which card to say that's been cut to, and they don't know how they're doing it exactly. I think at a certain point they might think they're really doing it. So that's the phase 4, and then in the final phase, phase 5, freely chosen card is lost in the deck, and the accomplice names the position that it is at. So pretty amazing. I think it just plays really big. Your accomplice feels amazing, and it sort of builds with each phase, and it's just super strong. And I think Mark does this amazing job. He gives a lot of psychology in groups about who to pick, words to use to make sure that you're getting the desired sort of reactions, the desired assistance that you need from your accomplice, knows how to use his body language and his choreography that he uses, and he shares all of that. It is clear that Mark has done more than 1,000 performances of this, and he does not hold back in sharing all of the subtleties that he has learned from this process. He spends a lot of time even about the psychology of groups, how he observes groups, and how he makes choices around who will be his accomplice. He also talks about gender and the roles that gender often play in the group dynamics. And I think he's thoughtful in terms of how that people interact with each other and how he makes choices to maximize the effect that this routine has. So anyway, I feel like I've been long-winded just to get through those 3 routines. I'm going to leave a link in the description so you can actually see Mark's full performances of each one of these routines so that you'll get a sense of what they look like in a real performance situation that's available on the internet. So I'll make sure that you get a link to be able to go and see that. He talks about the final one, Limelight, really as a closer, and it should not be used at any other point in a performance, that it truly is a closer. And you can tell from the routine and how he runs it that he's absolutely spot on with it. Okay, so I think that's all. Let's say, I'm trying to think, like, what else would you want to know? Are there sleights involved? On some of them, yes, there are sleights, but in each scenario, Mark gives a demonstration of ways in terms of that it can be done without sleights. A beginner can use these, and also I think they're all great. They're workers. If you're a professional, you can use these in working conditions, absolutely. I will, every now and then I say, well, I might try this in a professional set. I am saying without equivocation, I will be putting this into a professional set. And I anticipate I might be using these for a long, long time. You know, you purchase tricks and you might use them once in a while and eventually you stop using them. I can tell on this one, for me personally, I'm actually going to use these, and I think I'll probably be using them in certain settings for a long, long time. They're that strong. I feel uncomfortable sort of doing what I think of like as endorsements, and don't get paid to review. I purchase these all with my own dollars. And I think as a reviewer, what I care about is, like, I think you need to know about what are the routines. Is the ad copy match what they say the routines are, and does it do and perform as well as it says it does? Is it as easy or difficult? Are there things that they don't tell you that you should know? Are there things that they've done a trailer where, of course, they've given you just the best cut from the person who created it and has been performing it for 10 years, and it might take you several years to get to that level? I want you to know about those things. So I'm not one to want to say, like, go buy this or don't buy it, but every now and then a product comes along where you just go, damn, this is just a really good product. So don't go buy it, please, because I want to be the only one performing it, to be honest. So I'll add also stuff that you should know. Nothing that Mark is teaching is new. He does a great job, and I think a lot of Mark's creations really are routines that takes stuff that's been around forever, mixes it up with other methods, and comes up with routines that are just really, really good. He does a great job crediting everyone who has sort of created the methods along the way, which I really respect. And I really respect folks who are creators and put everyone essentially whose shoulders they are standing on. And Mark does such a great job on that one. So Mark, if you're watching, thank you for doing that. I really appreciate it. And really, really great effects. All right, I think that might be it. Easy to perform, anyone can do it. And it only costs, I'll put it right there because I don't remember what it costs right now off the top of my head, but that's how much it costs. And to be honest, I probably would have paid more for it. It's that good. Yeah, that's the honest to God truth. I think it's a really good value. All right, I think that's it. Leave comments. If you purchase this, leave a comment. I really genuinely would be curious what your sense of it is. If you think I am overselling it, put that in the comments, because I really want my comment section to be the community adding their 2 cents and what they think about the review, what they think about the product, things that I did mention that would be good for other folks who are considering the effect to put it in there. So, all right, leave comments. Always like and subscribe. It's always appreciated. And if you don't, I'm always glad that you're just here. So, all right. If you don't know who I am, I'm Fiddlin' Johnny. And remember to keep fiddling around with your magic. I'll see you. Boy, that just came at the right time, didn't it? All right, let's try that one more time. I'm Fiddlin' Johnny. And remember to keep fiddling around with your magic. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.